Good morning, Boundless community. I am Sulfur, and I'm here with another episode. I thought about doing another tourism walkthrough, but I think I'm going to attempt to show people some diamond mining. I get lots of questions about where do you get your diamonds and the diamond mining, even though Javita's done excellent videos on how to bomb mine. I am basically going to do another one. So we're going to head off. Now let's make sure we got everything we need. So we got titanium bombs, check. We've got hammers, check. We've got food, check. We've got an atlas with a rough diamond. This is a very important thing you need to set off to go mining with. If you're mining without a clue, results don't end up very good. So now we know we have the basics that we need to accomplish diamond mining. We have our hammers, our atlas, our food, and our bombs. Now, of course, there's also skills, so I'll just run through my skills real fast. So this is only a character that has 52 skill points. He's not maxed out by any stretch of the imagination. But the important skills that we need to consider are power, because power will affect how strong the bombs are. The attribute bonus will also affect the strength of the bombs. The bomb mastery, and the bomb epic. And lastly, the damage epic. As you can see, I'm running damage epic, I'm running the bomb epic, and I have only 2 in bomb mastery, and only 4 in attribute bonus with max power. There's a reason for this, and that is because I'm bomb mining with titanium bombs. If I throw 3 titanium bombs with this configuration, the resources will not get destroyed. So, if you want to use this configuration of 8, 4, 2, 1, 1, by all means do so if you have access to titanium bombs. If you have a different type of bomb, you will have to adjust these things accordingly to get that different type of bomb to work. So like copper bombs are the weakest bombs. You'll generally need about 7 bombs to get them to work, and even then, because you're throwing so many bombs, you have a much higher chance of several crits, causing everything to go boom. I have figured out some workarounds with copper bombs. It seems that if you throw copper bombs against resources, that the resources almost act as a shield, and that will lessen the amount of times the copper bombs destroy everything. And vice versa, if you throw them up against sand and or gravel, a weaker block, you will get the everything goes boom far more often. I did share these findings that I found with copper bombs earlier with Javita, and he's doing some testing to try to figure out if there's actually anything to my hypothesis. So I'm not saying that my findings with copper bombs are a fact. It's just something I've noticed. He's trying to get to the bottom to whether or not there is something to it. Anyway, let's actually get on to the point of the video, right? So we're heading off to Surfin' Safari. Which is this way through Bessa Verona. And this is it here. So we are in Surfin' Safari. I'm gonna run down to the inside of the gateway here, because, you know, safety inside. I'm going to use the Sanctum as a cheap portal conduit. Or convenient portal conduit. I don't tend to carry warp conduits around. It's dark. Okay, look around. Looks like somebody's been at the diamond mine recently. Let's see how much they've blown things up. Doesn't look too bad. So now let's just verify how good our diamond mining spot is currently. So if we look, we see we're in yellow. Big vast swath of yellow. I think I'm gonna head that way. Work that way today. So basically you jump up here. You pick a bomb. But first you have to tunnel in a little bit. If you're using titanium, titanium has an area effect of 3 meters. So I tunnel in 3 blocks. Then I switch to said bomb and I throw 3 of them. I switch back to the hammer and discover, oh, damn, somebody else has bomb mined this spot. But that's okay. We won't just get discouraged. We'll just head this way because there's a lot of area here. Alright, so you could mine the stuff you find in the walls. This will slow you down, but I'm that type of OCD person. I have to clean out the walls of what I reveal. So doing this in pairs could actually be is a very good way of going about doing this. The one bomb miner, he actually eats some persisting food, gets the buff up, and he just goes nuts. Mining, or bombing, as somebody else comes in behind him and cleans up. Alright, so there's some titanium. Now, if you were wondering, this last hole I blew, it looked like, well, there was nothing there, and there really wasn't. Is my bomb configuration blowing everything up? Well, we're about to see here, because if I throw 3 bombs and that titanium's not there, then, well, we've got an issue with our bomb configuration, right? But as we saw, no, it did not blow up that titanium, so we do not currently have an issue with the bomb configuration. But that's one of the easiest ways that you can look to see if you're having an issue. Like I said, this particular configuration of titanium bombs and these skill loadouts is one of the safest ways that you can bomb mine without having to worry about blowing up resources. Many other configurations can be done, but they tend to be more risky. Like gold bombs, for instance, do a ton of damage. And there's our first diamond of this hunt. Alright, so two things happened to us there. The bomb actually expired at the last second, and I was out of energy. As I said, this character is not level 50, so energy can be an issue from time to time. So you need to make sure you eat. And you also need to make sure you're throwing bombs when you have energy. Alright, so that was just wonderful. So you saw one of those bombs bounce, right? And then I stupidly hit that block. So what could happen is I could have thrown another bomb. But what really likely would have transpired if I threw another bomb is I would have blown up the resources, like this hard coal here, because 2 bombs went off over there, 1 bomb went off over here, and a 4th bomb would have been enough to just blow up these resources here. You need to try to make sure all the bombs stay together. I'm not sure why that bomb went, well, cattywampus, but it did. So here's an example of bomb mining and how it doesn't always work out. Not showing you the altitude. So debug menu. Press F1 to open up the debug menu. Bring up debug information. And here you'll see player game position. That's me, that's my coordinates, and this is my altitude, altitude of 9. So altitude of 9 is, well, it's below the level of lava. Lava is at a level of 16. So I'm quite low. I'm pretty close to mantle. If I threw some bombs right over here, they would probably reveal mantle pretty easily, as that's probably what, 5 there. So if you're looking for diamonds, you're gonna be mining lowish. 16 to 10 is where I tend to do a lot of my diamond mining. If I'm not finding a lot at this level, I'll move up and try like 16 to 24. If that's not working out, I'll just go all the way down to mantle. And again, we got into another place where someone has bombed. Someone's chisel mined this. Alright, let's hope we don't fall into another we're still in that. Getting excellent results right now. And I mean that sarcastically. A little titanium. Doesn't hurt. Shaft up there. Sometimes things just don't go your way. Right, I am not impressed with our results, so I'm just gonna move. I'm gonna return to the sanctum. So I think some people will some people might stay there and continue to try and try and try. And yeah, that you might eventually find some pockets. And that could work for that person. But I just didn't feel like my trying was paying off. And so I'm gonna run through the gambit of all these mobs on a character that can't handle this damage. And hope to get away from all of this. maybe this nice fellow here will protect me. Or he's... Just dodge and weave, dodge and weave. Hopefully the nasty cuddle trunk doesn't shoot you. Run into a bunch more nasty cuddle trunks and make the situation worse. Remember, you need to eat to heal. So I need to go southeast of so that a meteor falls on my head, and also so I reveal the region. Now I really don't want the meteor to fall on my head, but I do want to get the region, and so there is the region. Now we run for our lives so that we can take a look at the atlas. And we see a particularly warm spot off yonder that way. With, of course, cuddle trunks in between us. So, Javita, God bless his soul, is good at video editing, and he would likely edit all of this type of stuff right out. I don't, and not because I want to bore you, the viewer, but because I think that there's stuff to learn here in my failures, or not really failures, but maybe even trying. So right now I'm dodging and weaving through high-level mobs on a character that really cannot even attempt to fight these mobs. So now I'm boxed into a canyon. This is not good. With a hopper that wanted to fall on my head. But I'm just, what I'm trying to get at here is that while these planets are very scary, ooh, this is a spot here. While these planets are very scary, a person can get around without dying instantaneously. It just requires a lot of running, dodging, and weaving. And so the running and dodging and weaving can be rewarded in getting to that nice mining spot. which I'm pretty close to. Just need to find a place to be able to tunnel into the wall safely. Pursuit. This is not good. Let's waste some bombs. Eat some food. And go on like nothing ever happened. So we're up at 57, so that means that we need to get down, right? Damn the Steam overlay. I swore I selected the hammer. Some of you may feel I'm wasting bombs. And yeah, you might be right. I possibly am. But hey, can we say iron? So, I think I'm showing you actually some pretty good lessons about bomb mining. I'm showing you failure and limited success at this point. But when we get down here and we have better success, assuming that this place isn't picked clean by a different miner, then you will have seen that continuing to mine in a location that's getting a lot of traffic, regardless of the fact that you're using bombs or not, may not always be the best idea. And if you can find another place. And here's silver at 30, which I really think is the altitude to find silver. I always find it at basically 30. 30 to 50, really. I find it a lot higher than what other people believe it's at. So watch to make sure you have energy before throwing the bombs. Sweet hard goal. So I could continue to film this episode, and it would just be, well, me doing the same thing over and over again. So I'm actually going to end this video here, and we'll just do a quick recap of what happened in this video. So I went to my normal diming spot. I found that my normal diming spot was just overrun with other people bomb mining and chisel mining, and the area wasn't producing. I wasn't getting diamonds. So I made the decision to move. I mean, don't stay in a place that you're not getting results. I think that's a lesson in and of itself. So move out of locations that have had heavy traffic and go somewhere new. Don't be afraid to run through the gauntlet of mobs, because the end result will typically be worth it. I found a random location on the map with a pretty heavy heat signature for diamonds. I found a way to tunnel down to it, and as you see, I just got some decent results. So I will continue to mine from here on off camera, and I'm sure that I'll probably pick up another 100 diamonds or so in this area before I call it quit in, say, an hour's time from now. But this is basically how diamond mining works in a nutshell. And so hopefully this video helps you to become a better bomb miner. But anyway, until the next episode, Boundless Community, you guys are awesome. Peace.